How's it going today, guys? I've got a box of Tula 45 ACP ammo here, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Now, normally, I reload all my own ammunition, and I can't say I've bought more than about 4 boxes of factory centerfire ammunition since I started shooting when I was about 5. But I bought this box because I want to talk about the bullets that they use. And we open it up, and we all know that these cheaper brands use steel cases. Wolf, Tula, Silver Bear, Brown Bear, they all use these steel cases. And when you go to the shooting range, you know a lot of people shoot this stuff. You go to the shooting range, these cases are laying everywhere. Now, a lot of people don't realize that the bullets on this cheap ammo is also steel. And like Wolf, they use a copper wash on their bullets. Tula doesn't. This is just a steel bullet. And if you touch a magnet to it, I don't have a magnet handy, but if you put a magnet to it, the bullet will stick to a magnet. And I pulled one down, and this is the Tula Steel bullet, and this is the jacketed bullet out of a American Eagle 230 grain ball. And if you look at the body, you can see how much thicker that copper jacket is. And I'm going to say that's probably the only good thing about these steel jackets is they're pretty thin. I cut one of each in half here. And if you look here at the Federal, you can actually see how thick the jacket is up there towards the top. And the Tula, it's going to be hard to see. They're almost the same color as the lead inside. But it's quite a bit thinner. And when I was cutting these apart, I had a hard time cutting these steel jackets. They were a lot harder to cut in half with a hacksaw. And it's just, I don't think it's a good thing to be running through your gun. I mean, if you shoot maybe once a month and you go out and you shoot 2 magazines full, yeah, fine, whatever, shoot this cheap stuff. But if you shoot like I do and you go out and you shoot every weekend, and when you take your 45s out, you end up shooting 200-300 rounds. This stuff will wear on your barrel. Now, yeah, there is history with steel jacketed. The U.S. military and other militaries use steel jacketed, but they usually use a copper wash on them. They use them during World War II and everything. Yeah, those guns still work. They still have rifling, but these will wear on them more than a jacketed than a standard copper jacket will. I got one more test I want to do. I've got these 2 bullets I pulled, and I'm going to go out in the garage, and I'm going to smack each one with a hammer on a steel plate, and we'll see how much they deform when smacked. And then we got all but 2 rounds out of a full box here. We're going to go down to the range and shoot them. We'll try them for accuracy and dependability. We'll probably shoot them out of my 1911. It's a little more picky about what ammo it likes to shoot. So that's what we got today. We'll get down to the garage and try smacking these with a hammer and see what happens. Alright, we got the Tula Steel jacketed bullet here first. We're going to give it a smack. And now we've got the Federal American Eagle copper jacketed one. We're going to give it a smack. Alright. There's the steel jacket one. You can see it deformed quite a bit. And there's the copper one. It deformed a lot more. That shows you how much harder that jacket is on that steel jacket. I've got my Remington R1 1911. We're going to go ahead and do a function test and fire 3 magazines full. Seems to work pretty good. 8 rounds at 15 yards. Well, we fired 48 rounds of the Tula ammo. We didn't have any misfires, didn't have any failures of feed. So I'll say the ammo's pretty decent for what it is. It is very dirty. I don't know how well you can see this. The end of my 1911 is pretty well covered in soot. And here's what I find very interesting. Let's take this thing apart real quick. Again, I'm not sure how well this is going to show up on the camera. But you see all that gray streaking inside of there? That's metal fouling. That is steel fouling inside of the barrel of my 1911. Looking at it myself, I can actually see little shavings on the edges of the rifling. Probably from the bullet. That's a pretty soft steel on there. And the stainless barrel on this 1911 is a lot harder than this. Even though those are steel jackets, this is a lot harder. So it's shaving off on the inside here. This is probably going to be a real pain in the butt to clean. And I'll probably find that out later. Anyway, all the ammo went bang. Is steel jacketed ammo going to destroy your gun? No. Would I recommend shooting it all the time? No. Here and there, like I said, if you shoot on the weekends once a month and you go out and you shoot a box through 4 different guns, yeah, fine, great. It's cheap, it goes bang, it's pretty accurate. My camera died when I was shooting the last of the ammo at that target, so I don't know if I'll get the footage is going to be there, if I'll be able to use it. But what I shot the last of the rounds after the 3 mag function test on paper, and they all wanted to group out like that at 15 yards. I mean, it wasn't bad. Like I said, it's not going to destroy your gun. I would not recommend shooting a whole lot of it. But then again, the military has been using, during World War II, just about every major military using steel jacketed bullets. And those guns had thousands and thousands of rounds put through them. And they still go bang. They're still just fine. There's one like back behind me in my gun rack. I don't know if I can even lean far enough over. There you go. There's my gun rack. And there's a couple military rifles in there that probably had thousands of rounds of steel jacketed ammo through them. They still shoot just fine. But it's definitely harder on the gun than just shooting regular copper jacketed ammo. So, anyway, I hope you learned something from the video. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Shoot safe, and we'll see you next time.